Hey guys, if you're shopping for knives and gear, make sure you check out the description of the video you're watching right now for a link to my Amazon store where I've compiled some of the very best items available, including some of my own personal recommendations. Thanks! What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I thought I might give you guys an updated tour of my setup as well as do a collection update because I haven't done that in a while. So I've made a couple of changes down here, and how it is right now is how it's been for a little bit. I suppose we'll start with the most much needed update here in recent months, and that's an actual office chair. My dad gave me this one. I think it has been around for a little bit, but he's got a newer one, and I said, you know what, that looks comfortable, I'll take that. But something else that was really needed was actually the organizing or the organizational shelves. So I mean, this is a simple, it's just a $20 plastic shelving, but I've actually got these sorted to where if you're wondering, right, if you send me a knife for review, where does it go? It now goes on this shelf if it's yet to be reviewed, and it has some sort of protective case. And then stuff that is ready to be sent out goes on the shelf below. And then down here, I've got a few miscellaneous things. Some of them are mine. Some of the knives are actually owned by me. And some of them are, like this one is one of my buddies locally that I'm going to sharpen for him. But then we've also got some of the candidates for the quest for the ultimate unboxing knife that are just too big to fit in my other display case. So for right now, they're down there. I've got a TV that's it's for watching. It is an Emerson. That was my attempt at humor there. Yeah, so you might be wondering what this is here. We'll just kind of go from right to left, I guess. So in the background, we have the things that Zell, my local buddy, has made for me. Of course, the channel banner, which still needs to be hung on that wall. It'll get done at some point. The wheel that he made for me, that thing's pretty cool. We're definitely going to see that again in future content for sure. I don't have a sound system down here. It's just I just have a Bluetooth speaker that I use to play music sometimes. That's the USB ports just for phones or whatever it is that I'm trying to charge my iPad. The unboxing knife that I hope wins, which is the F-150 truck spring scalpel that Kiefer made me. My Metal Complex mug that was actually sent to me by Shaker MT. There's some other stuff back here, like there's a magnifying glass, some tape, just because I normally need it. This is just where I keep Kiefer's Dolica as well. Knife nuts, coin, flashlight. There's some break-free CLP, some EDCI, which I've found that I use all the time. Just some other various things, tools, napkins, things. I mean, just anything that I could think that I might need right then and there in the moment. I used to keep all the knives right here, and I had my own system, and it got to be to where I just wasn't comfortable with all the clutter. So moving it all over here, this is just absolutely wonderful, and it works out. And now I can find my godforsaken flashlight, and the tape measure, and the handy dandy AWIA bit selector and magnetic driver are right there. The scale's ready to go, and then this is actually where I keep the display case that I keep my knives in. You have to excuse the orange light. That's actually the light that's attached to the ceiling that I don't use when I'm recording, but I am going to use, given where I've got this box at this moment. So I've got the lights rigged up because I was having to lean over and turn these lights off, but I've got one of these switches that just controls the deal down there where it's all plugged in. So if I hit off, then it turns them all on, or off, and then I hit on it. Self-explanatory, but it's nice because I can set for the amount of time I'm going to be down here, and then it turns them off by itself. That's pretty cool. The binder has the channel schedule, which I have to handwrite out. I know that sounds crazy. I mentioned that in a live stream the other day, or I can't remember where I was, but yeah, the schedule is handwritten. I have to do it. That's what makes me feel good about everything being organized on the channel. And then I also keep my laptop in there. I guess let's move over to the collection. By the way, I mean, just so people are not focused over here, that box, this isn't trash. That box actually has all of my old, all the old boxes and things that come with knives. I keep all that stuff. The trash bags actually have brand new packing material in them. I keep all the packing material. for knives and things shipping back out. That's just how I've got it right now. And then the rest of the table is kind of miscellaneous stuff. For whatever reason, there's a cup over there, but I've got like the stickers for Patreon. And then I don't know why the hammer's there. The iPad's over here, and then the old mic and the old tripod from way back in the day over there. And then there's some receipts and things and some other notebooks. But that's all that's over there. As far as the collection goes, so this first drawer here is the main, I guess you call it the main rotation. We have the Benchmade Crooked River Custom, or from the Custom Shop, with the Blue G10 scales and 20 CV blade. We've got, of course, the Spyderco Shaman. Should we turn up the, I wonder if the exposure could be turned up here to where you guys can see everything a little easier. Yeah, that works. We have the Benchmade Super Freak, of course, one that I actually just used yesterday. It probably still has some sheetrock, I bet, on the end of it. Yeah, we installed the first part of our home gym yesterday in the garage, so that got used. Civivi Praxis, absolutely another one that gets used. The Benchmade Griptilian, or in this case the Ritter Hogue, more nowadays kind of serves more as a comparison knife than anything else, but it certainly does get used. The Spyderco PM2, this one does not get used. It never gets carried. That's why I took the pocket clip off of it, and because I actually attached the pocket clip to the Shaman, the MXG deep carry clip. This is what I've been unboxing stuff with, and it's also a size comparison knife, so it really just kind of lives down here. I still like it, I just don't carry it. And then the knife that I carry more than any other knife, the Spyderco Para 3. In this case, this is actually the Maxima Para 3. Again, sorry about the lighting here. Let's move on to the next drawer. A lot of this is going to be the same from the last time you guys saw it. We have David Carver Mokime, mini Mokime custom flipper. This is actually my wife's knife. Beautiful Timascus clip. Absolutely. Really, really sweet knife. And then we've got the Tape Designs Hornet. I always say tape, but I guess it's Tape. You're seeing a lot of colors reflected, and it's because I'm wearing a neon green shirt right now. And the light is a combination of like the bright white and the yellow LED from a dirty basement light bulb. We have another David Carver custom that was given to me by Jeff. This is a little custom scalpel with a Timascus clip. Another beautiful knife. I'm actually not going to attempt to put that back into the sheath with one hand. That's a recipe for disaster. We have the Beg Steelcraft Series 3/4 Quaken that was given to me by my buddy David. Wonderful, wonderful knife made by Riot. It kind of just sits in here. I don't know why I don't carry it often, but I still like it, so it's safe right there. The Microtech SOCOM Elite. It's been carried a little bit more here lately. This is a gift from my wife. Wonderful knife. I understand these are becoming rare, or maybe they have been rare for a while. I don't know. I'm definitely happy that I've got that one. Moving on to the third drawer here. The first knife is the SOCOM Elite, or not the SOCOM Elite, the Microtech Combat Troodon, or Troodon, however you want me to say it. Hellhound Signature Series. Another gift from my wife. Another gift from Jeff. You guys remember this one from the last one. The Curtis ODT. Beautiful little custom knife. I actually carry this in the little tiny pocket. The pocket watch pocket on my jeans a lot in combination with other knives. Full titanium and CTS XHP. We have I always forget this one. I believe this is the Ziba S5 Mini. Really, really cool knife. It's got the custom backspacer back here. Pretty sweet. Another knife that was given to me by Jeff. Very, very smooth. Flame titanium handles. I believe the blade steel is S35VN. This knife, again, this one actually has been carried and used more often lately for whatever reason. Just kind of going back through and looking and seeing what I haven't been carrying and trying to intentionally carry some different stuff. Another gift from my wife, the Lion Steel TRE Titanium. One that actually has not been carried very much recently. I still very much love this knife, of course. Legendary Ontario Rat 1 in D2 steel. This thing absolutely gets beat on all the time. People are always like, clean off your knives, clean off your knives. Usually I do, but I'm just going to have to clean it back off again. It'll get cleaned off at some point. The Rat doesn't mind, trust me. I asked him and he said, I don't mind. The Kaiser, I always say Kershaw, the Kaiser Sheepdog XL. This one recently, I took it out in the garage and I broke down and in like an absolute mountain of boxes with it. This thing is a box destroyer. It's big, it's cumbersome, it's not something that really, should be used for EDC, but man, the edge, it's so thin behind the edge and it's so easy to slice through cardboard with that thing. Absolutely love it. Next drawer is actually where I keep the Dark Horse. So the Dark Horse sits in that drawer. For anybody who doesn't know, the Dark Horse is an XM24 black stonewashed Spanto with the tri-way pivot system. This is a rare, very, very rare variant of this knife, and that's why I sought it out. Love that knife. I keep the original scale for the 24, which is the blue and black. I've got the titanium scale for an XM18 3.5 inch because we're going to revisit that at some point. Spare hardware for the 24 and some of its modular XM18 and 24. The old broken G10 scales from that video however long ago. Strops from USA Made Blade. I actually have a new one there. I'm excited about that. I don't know why I've got the Benchmade pouch in here, or what that's to. But yeah, that's basically that drawer. Let me put that stuff back in there. And next drawer down, we have some tools. My first pocket knife ever. This was the one that my dad gave me and, said, hey, be careful with this. It's a tool. It's not a toy. And then one day later, this was when I was like 9. I was chucking it into a big empty refrigerator box out in our yard. And, yeah, I had it promptly taken away. Other tools, the pouch. Generally, that knife stays in that pouch. This is an old whetstone I ordered. It's not old. It's just a whetstone I ordered by accident. That is a pen case. Another bit set, and then the Line Steel TRE box and tool sits back there. And the old calipers, I have no idea why I still have those. I should toss them. This drawer is the hardware drawer. It's not sorted at all. It's just all the extra hardware that I keep because I can't stand stripping a fastener or screw or whatever and not having spare hardware. So there are lots and lots of little hardware pieces in here. There's a website, I think it's like American Knife Maker or something like that. You can order parts like this, but this is also where I keep a lot of like hinderer parts. So you can see that there's spare screws, and some of these are for the Eclipse or the half track, and some of them, like in this case, actually these, for whatever reason, I believe these are XM24 bronze scale nuts, and I can't remember why I originally ordered those, but they're in here. Extra pivots, right? I like to keep all that modular hinder stuff because there are so many hinderers ordered on this channel. It's always nice to have some parts and things if I want to switch some stuff up. The rubber rings that I wear when I'm handling other people's knives. There's Loctite in here, pen, another measuring tape. I keep the Victorinox Cadet in here. Another little thing of Break Free CLP, which I'm actually going to move out here because that one is almost empty. Spare tool for one of the knives. Some of the promotional stickers that I use for Patreon, and then the Hollow Knight stickers, which are definitely Patreon. Coins for whatever reason. I think this is like an EDC lighter. And yeah, I mean, it's just basically just, miscellaneous stuff that I don't necessarily have room for anywhere else. But, yeah, I'm very, very comfortable. I'm going to sit down and give you guys kind of an example of how I sit. But, I'm very comfortable down here. It is, for anybody wondering, this is the basement of the house that I own. This is a corner that's tucked way behind the storage room. It's private and there's no access back here, so my kids can't get back here. People don't even know this area in my house exists, which makes it perfect for a YouTube channel, because this is also where the internet, the box is mounted. So I get great signal down here. But yeah, so that's wonderful. And we're going to take a short walk over here, and I'm going to show you guys the second display case, which actually holds all the stuff that comes to me and that does not have a case, a protective case. So the case itself was actually made. This entire display case was made by my wife and I's little. We do the Big Brothers Big Sisters program, and our little, who is 13 now, he loves working with his hands, and the people who are taking care of him
They do construction work, and I think they actually run a business, and so they've got tools and things, and he's taken an interest in that. So they made me a display case, which is wonderful, a glass front display case. And so a lot of these knives are, knives that have been sent to me that are just, I want to protect them. I want to keep them away from everything else that that they don't have a protective case. And then some of these are the knives that don't have cases but are part of the quest for the perfect unboxing knife. So we have a lot of the weird stuff up here. And I know people want me to get out like every single knife. I'm going to do that. It's all stuff you guys have seen, right? If you want to see this stuff, you can just go watch Quest for the Perfect Unboxing Knife. It's all of that's in the most recent episode, every single one of these. But yeah, so this is where that stuff stays. And you can see, I mean, here soon, a lot of this will clear out as we conclude that series. And I'll have more space for other stuff. But yeah, that's where that stuff, that's where it stays. And I like that. I like how it just sort of hangs right there. So anyways, guys, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, this is what the channel looks like behind the scenes. And, it's nothing special. There's none of this stuff is expensive. The table is just a regular folding table that you can get at Home Depot. The lights were donated to me, and they're very, very nice, but I don't think they're very expensive either. I want to say the lighting system was maybe $60. The shelving was $25. I mean, the most expensive thing out here is I guess the display case for the knives and the knives themselves. But, yeah, the camera arm was something I got on eBay for like $12. And then the mount, the deal that holds the camera was like $6. This is not an expensive setup and not a professional setup by any means, but I've got everything down here I need. Except the mini fridge. We need a mini fridge over there. Yeah, it's great. And, I know people are going to ask, oh my gosh, the electrical, is it even safe? Yeah, the electrical's safe. I promise. Everything is completely and totally safe. Guys, I think that's going to be pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. People have been asking me to do it for a little bit. And, so yeah, I'm happy to do it. I hope I covered everything. If you have any questions for me, of course, just leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like. So check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on this Metal Complex logo right here and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.